Welcome back to All Chat, episode 22, the only League of
Holy.
Legends esports podcast bringing you news, updates, information, pseudo-analysis for all four major regions every week. My name is Jack Dawes. I'm joined by Grayson Yada. Let's talk about some League of Legends.
Oh yeah. Final weekend before prolonged break.
Yeah.
But it was a good weekend. We finally got a lot of stuff figured out here in the LPL and LEC, and then obviously the LCS and LCK are still ongoing. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just got to skate, hang out. We went to the beach, went to an Angels game, all that
Hell
jazz. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was a good time.
I've been looking to get an Angels baseball cap. I have this
Yeah.
one baseball cap that I like a lot. It's for the Mariners because, I'm in Seattle and all that. But I grew up. No, that's not right. I went to college in California with you, obviously.
I'm like,
I was trying to
why are
do
you
something?
telling me that you went to college, bro? Like, we went to the same school.
I was trying to do something at the same time I was talking to you, and I was like, wow, I said the wrong thing, and then I was telling you things you already knew. I'm still messing it up. I was trying to adjust the video. Oh God, just cut all of this. Holy.
For context, our college, Chapman, was like 5 minutes away from Angels Stadium, and we got to drive through Angels traffic.
That's all I was trying to say. I grew up in Seattle, and I live in Seattle now, and that's why I have a Mariners baseball cap, and I love it. And I went to college in California, like 5 minutes away from the Angels Stadium, and that's why I want an Angels cap. It's not that complicated. I made that way harder than it needed to be. Whatever, man. Go next.
Yeah, go next.
I'm literally inting live on stream, so live on podcast.
Maybe I can snag you an Angels hat. I go to a few games every once in a while, so I can grab something for you.
Here's the problem, though. I'm like really specific about the kind of hat I want, so I've been searching online for one that I'm gonna like. And the problem is, there's a very specific style that I like, but they don't have like a color combination in that style that I'm a big fan of. So I'm kind of just refreshing and sitting and waiting until I find one that I actually like. So that was the whole story. This is stupid. I made this way harder than it needed to be.
It's all right. How have you been though, Jack? How have you been?
I'm good. Yeah. Had a good weekend. One of my good friends who I've been reconnecting with here, she hosted an open mic / live music performance / fundraiser night. So she put up a makeshift stage in her backyard with some sound equipment and some friends who like knew how to run all of it, and then invited a bunch of people, turned it into like a fundraiser type of thing, and invited people that she knows that play music, and they all came and played some music for us. And there's an open mic part of it where people went up after that and played a little bit of music, that kind of stuff. That was super fun. We did that Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, I went to Pride in Seattle, which was actually a blast. I haven't been to Pride in a minute, but we went this year and we decided to go watch the parade. Actually, when I've gone in the past, we've kind of there's a bunch of like booths at Pride where you can walk around and there's food and vendors and stuff. We've just done that in the past, but this year we went with a friend who was from Spain and has never been to Pride before. So we went with this friend and watched the parade, and that was a ton of fun. So yeah, good weekend overall.
Yeah. Did you hop on the mic at all at that
Hell
the
no,
backyard open mic? No.
No way.
I feel like I've heard you singing a bit before we've recorded before.
Bro, I sang when I was younger, but these people were legit. These people were all like, I was really impressed. All the people who came, they were all super good. It was crazy. So no shot. No way. I'm not embarrassing myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. But what do you got for me in the league scene here?
Yeah.
The LEC kind of finished off crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so
I seen that Vitality didn't even make it.
Vitality and Rogue. I mean, Rogue is bottom 2 for the 3rd time this year, I think.
Uh-huh.
I think they were 9th both splits or something like that. So their fall from grace needs to be studied, because they were top
What
2.
fall from grace? Oh.
Yeah, they were top 2 for years.
Uh-huh.
And now they're literally bottom 2. So Rogue didn't make it. Vitality didn't make it. Vitality is the much more surprising one.
Yeah.
Rogue has been bad all year, but Vitality has been looking decent until this split.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, what happened there? Like Vitality's got Vithio, right?
mm-hmm.
And Carzy, right?
Hilly, Photon, and
whoever their jungler is.
It was Douglas for a little bit, but no, it's not. Hold on. Pause. I can look it up. Wait, I can figure this out. Just play some like background music. You know, like the yes, that.
Linkus. Okay, that's with
I'm
a
actually
Y,
not,
right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's Linkus or Linsis, because they were. I think they were pronouncing it Linsis on the broadcast, which is so weird because it's Lyncas. But they were. I want to say they were calling him Linsis on the broadcast, which I don't know. That's
if
weird.
If anyone
to me.
knows the actual pronunciation, if anyone's got the phonetics, just put it in the comments. The comments. But damn, yeah, Vitality, that's a fall from grace for sure.
And on kind of a stacked roster on paper too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, I remember at the beginning of the year, Vithio, you were talking about a ton. Like, he was one of the guys you were really hammering down on. I mean, Carzy's a solid bot or ADC as well. Hilly, right? Hilly's a storied name in the LEC. So it's crazy that they finished 9th.
So from the analysis that I've been hearing from other people, it's been Carzy has looked even better than this year than he has in the past. He's had issues in the past. It seems like he's solved a lot of those problems over this split. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are really unhappy with Hilly's performance, where I mean, he's historically one of the best supports in Europe. Oh, that too. It's both, right? Hillian is like a huge thing, but he's also one of the most storied and one of the best supports in Europe. Mm-hmm. Apparently this split, it's mostly been Hillian.
Wow.
It's mostly been that, and the team just not working together overall, I think. But it's wild that they're bottom 2. Especially when teams like Carmine Corp exist.
yeah.
And the whole Mad Lions thing is the really interesting part.
Yeah, because those guys were sitting 10th for like the whole year, I feel like.
I want to say they were 1-7 going into this last weekend. And then in one day they won 3 games. So they won more games in one day than they did for the entire rest of the split. Like by a lot.
Holy cow.
So they went from 1-7 to 2-7, which tied them in a 3-way tie with Vitality and Rogue. And then they beat both Vitality and Rogue to make it to the
8th seed. Yeah.
And now they're 4-7.
Wow. Yeah. I was confused because I saw 4-7. I was like, pretty sure they only play like 8 games in a split. So
yeah,
that's wild. I didn't realize that they had to play in the wild card or whatever the play in to make it.
It wasn't even a play-in. It was just a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
It was a 3-way tiebreaker at the bottom at 2-7.
That's wild. That's wild.
Kind of a yikes.
I know.
LEC has just been really wild.
Weird
this split.
And wild. Yeah. That's what it seems like. Super
top heavy. You know, SK, BDS, both 8-1, G2, 7-2, Fnatic, 6-3, and then every other team has a negative win rate. So,
Jesus. Wow. Yeah. I'm surprised about SK and BDS then leading the pack. I mean, you expect G2 and Fnatic, right? But I guess SK's changes. SK is the one that added Rahel and
Yeah.
The other
Luan, I think.
Luan, yeah. So those are welcome changes over there then.
They've been
And
just smurfing on everyone. So yeah, you take those.
yeah, and then Kana too. He brought a Carmine Corp out of the gutter. I guess
Kana and Closer are just the goats. I guess I don't know. They're just good for 4 wins.
4 wins of the LEC, not bad.
I guess
better than the last 2. So realistically, then, who do you actually expect to go all the way with it? Do you think SK is going to continue their dominance, or they're going to be kind of like BDS and be a regular season team?
I think SK, BDS, and Fnatic will all contend with G2. G2 started off this split 1-2, and then they won
just went
their
undefeated.
last 5 games or whatever it was, 6 games.
Okay.
So I still think G2 is in really good shape. They just had a bad first weekend. Yeah, it seems like SK, BDS, and Fnatic can contend with G2. I don't think any of the other teams will. So Carmine Corp, Team Heretics, Giant X, and Mad Lions are the other 4 teams in playoffs. I don't expect them to take any series off of any of the other 4 teams, like the top 4 teams.
Okay.
So I think we're going to see those 4 drop off pretty quick, and it's just going to be these top 4 teams. It just seems like there's such a split, you know? Like the difference between the top 4 teams and all the teams underneath them seems huge. So
eye test wise, like it's the same way too. Like record aside, like obviously those are the top 4 and those are the bottom 4, but like when you watch them too, it's pretty much the same thing that you're getting out of it.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't watched as much LEC this split as I have in the past. I did catch a few of the games this weekend. I think so. I think G2 is still going to win. I still think G2 is going to win the split. But SK, BDS, and Fnatic all look like contenders. Fnatic has looked a little worse than I expected, actually.
Okay.
But BDS and SK, I mean, they're just dunking on people. So
yeah. Well, shit. I guess we're in for a pretty fun LEC playoffs. I'm not sure when it starts up. Is it in a couple weeks here, or is it this weekend?
No, I think it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everything is postponed for the first region to start back is LCK or something, right?
Actually, LPL, strangely enough, they start this Thursday on the 4th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they did that split where we have the 2 groups now in the LPL where it's Ascent and what is it? Group Ascend and Group Nirvana, right? So they split off into the 9 and 8 groups.
Yeah.
And they actually start up this week. So maybe because there's so many teams and it's basically just like round robin, they're gonna like postpone BLG and Top Esports' matches potentially. But yeah, LPL actually doesn't take a break for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I see the groups now. So the Group Ascend is the top 9, and Group Nirvana is the bottom 8.
Yeah.
Those are such funny names.
I know. So yeah, everything's solidified. We do have our 2 groups here. So Group Ascend, we got AL, BLG, FPX, JDG, LGD, LNG, NIP, Top Esports, and Weibo. Honestly, so seven out of those 9 teams advance, and then the other 2 will go on to face the 4 that advance out of the bottom group, and that'll be like their own playoffs play in.
Okay.
Yeah. So Group Nirvana is EDG, IG, OMG, RA, RNG, TT, UP, and WE. So 4 out of those 8 will advance, and then the other 4, they're splits over.
So after this next stage, we lose 4 of the LPL teams. And then after the next stage, we lose another 4?
We lose another 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Top 3 from the 4 from 4 from Nirvana, 2 from Ascend, top 3 move on.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So the bottom, like the 8 and 9 seeds out of Group Ascend are gonna play like the bottom 2 seeds in Group Nirvana, or like I guess the 3-4. So it's like Group Ascend 8 plays Group Nirvana 4, Group Ascend 9 plays Group Nirvana 3, and then 1 and 2 play against each other, and then all those winners. It's a single best of 5, and those winners advance.
Oh, that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, they join the other 7 that advanced out of Group Ascent. So it's interesting because they do have an odd number of teams, so it's really weird how they did the whole format. But it actually, the math is math, and
math.
We're gonna have,
it gets you to a 10-team playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So it's basically a whole nother best of 3 round robin, group stage round robin in each group. So every team is going to play each other once within each group. So the season is not, I wouldn't say that it's halfway over or anything like that. Like, we had this 4 group thing. That was like a third of the season. Now we're in our second third, where it's going to be these 2 groups plus the play in, and then we have playoffs as like the third.
I swear there is so much LPL, man.
I know there's so much LPL. And we were talking last week about how, like, I don't know if I like the 4 groups, right?
Yeah.
I think now, looking at how this is all going to play out, I think I really like this format. Barring any teams like dropping for next year, I think this is a format that they can actually stick with and keep going along with. The other thing that's interesting is this next group stage is going to be played in competitive draft format, so no more Fearless. So that's just another thing to note. We'll see if that impacts any teams, if that helps or messes up some teams, but it's weird that there's so many different things going on in the LPL.
It's so much. If you're not like following it super closely, it's so much to take in.
Yeah,
there's so many different formats that they're using, and they're changing draft formats in that as well.
It's a lot of it's information overload for sure.
A little bit,
but at least we'll be set up for some bangers come playoff time. Even now, we'll be set up for some bangers now that it's seeded. More relative to where each team actually is. I think we're going to finally see some banger matchups. Like, we'll actually get to see a JDG versus BLG. We'll get to see how AL actually stacks up against some of these other top seeds, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be really interesting. I went ahead and I did predict like who I expect not to make it out of each group.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so from Group Ascend, 2 don't make it technically. Like, they don't make it; they just move into the play-in stage.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be FPX and NIP, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Which, I don't know. These are all just like gut feeling. Not much weight behind these picks. Not much solid like evidence or like reasoning behind these picks, but just like gut picks. I honestly think AL's, like, you would think AL, LGD are probably the 2 when you look at that list at first.
Yeah.
But I think AL is gonna do fine. I think the way that they're playing,
7-1.
Yeah, they're buzzing right now. Like, they're doing really well.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'd have to see some type of crazy fall off. Obviously, everything resets, so they're 0-0 now in this new group. But I think they're going to be a team that turns some heads. Krakow's looked really good. Their whole team's looked really, really solid. And then LGD too. They're just like an all-time sleeper team in my eyes right now. Just the way that they were able to win out of their group was pretty impressive. And I don't know, I feel like with NIP and FPX, I feel like FPX they had that rocky, weird start with all the drama, and I don't know, I feel like they haven't been playing up to their potential. If they do play to their potential, then then I think that they'll be fine. But if they keep playing how they have been, I think that they don't make it. And then with Nip, I don't know. I think I'm just like a Nip hater or something. I'm not the biggest fan of Nip. I always like expect really good things out of them, but whenever I watch them, it's just like they want to ruin my entire day. So
why are we confident in Weibo all of a sudden? I thought that they were terrible, and they're 2 wins behind Nip in the same group.
So here's my thought with Weibo. I think that they're gonna play up. Like I think that the group that they're in, like, kind of skewed how we look at them. Um, I don't know. I think once they start playing like top teams, they're gonna be solid.
You you think that because they have 2 teams that you think aren't top teams in their group and lost to them, that all of a sudden they're going to be playing better against real top teams?
Yeah. It's a really like backwards, weird hot take, but I feel like Weibo's the type of team where they're gonna play up against better teams and they play down to bad teams.
So you think they play to their opponent's level?
Yeah, and I think that this group ascent, like them making it, might be what sets them over, and like they might be able to figure it out. But heavy emphasis on might, and yeah.
So you heard it here first. We're getting World's Finals Weibo back in playoffs right away.
You said that. I didn't say that. Just for the record,
man, I'm just paraphrasing what you said. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah. I think Weibo's gonna be okay. Actually, I don't know. It's really hard to deny the players that they have on their team, right? Obviously, they haven't looked good, in their 8 games or whatever or 8 matches that they've played, but I want to see them play against a JDG. I want to see them play against a top esports and see how they actually stack up against who we think are the top seeds in the LPL.
I want to see them get rolled, smoked, and smacked by BLG or top or JDG. I want to see them go into the game and just get insta-2-0'd.
Yeah. As you guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys already know, Jack's just a fucking D1 hater over here. Double major and hating, and I got nothing else. But
anything that Grayson thinks might happen, I'm happy to laugh at and strike down. That's pretty much that's my MO at this point.
That is Jack's MO for those of you who've been here for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think FPX Nip, they moved down to the play-in stage. I could be way off. I could be spot on. Jack hopes I'm way off. But
every time. Yeah.
As far as Group Nirvana goes, I think it's going to be IG, RNG, OMG, and up don't make it. So it's going to end up being EDG, RA, TT, and WE that do make it.
Okay.
But again, these are just like way too early rankings. We still have like basically a whole LEC split to play through, or like a whole LCS split to play through in the LPL in each group, right? So it's going to be really interesting to see how everything plays out.
So that is the nice thing about this format, though, is that none of the teams are out yet. I know that they will be out after this next round and we'll lose 4 teams, but the fact that none of the teams are already out, that's kind of nice, because that's not what we're seeing in Europe, for example. Europe's format is kind of fucked because Vitality and Rogue, it is July 1st, and Vitality and Rogue are done with League of Legends for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that I didn't even think about that. That's kind of fucked.
They were out of professional League of Legends for the year before we hit 7 months into the year. We're just past halfway through the year and they're done.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
Isn't that wild how that works?
Yeah, because like for context, in the LCK, they just finished week 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, those guys still have at least 7 more weeks of playing before playoffs. And then those like Rogue and Vitality are just done for the year. Go travel, I guess. Go do something.
Yeah.
Maybe go get better at League. But
Maybe get better players or get better coaching or be better.
Yeah.
But that's just insane, though, that they can be done for the entire year at the start of July or literally the end of June, actually. That feels bad. I mean, it's great for the top teams, the teams who are going to compete internationally, because they still have a ton of games to play, right? But for the teams at the bottom, I mean, I'm pretty sure Rogue has been bottom 2 every split. So they've played 27 games the entire year.
Yeah. Oh, that feels really weird too.
Doesn't that feel bad?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally
almost
like
the amount
one
of like
split in some other regions.
Yeah. Oh, like 5 weeks sometimes for some regions. You know, like imagine a team in the LCK plays 10 matches and they go to 3 games for every single one. That's 30 games.
Yeah.
In 5 weeks.
And that's half of one split.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So there definitely needs to be, I think, was there anything announced by Riot about the LEC format for next year? Obviously, it's
nothing so far.
Everyone's moving to 3 splits.
Yeah.
Next year. So
which, if that means that everyone in the world gets the same format that the LEC has, that's kind of tough for the bottom teams, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so interesting because it feels like it gives so much opportunity to teams at the top that get to play so many games. And I'll be interested to see if that means we get a higher level of performance out of top teams. But if you're at the bottom, that really blows. You know?
Yeah. I mean, no, that's really interesting. I wonder if that's something that Riot thought about before they made these format switches. Because now there's going to be so many teams with, multiple months of downtime while, international events are going on, while playoffs are going on.
Yeah.
I still don't know what to think about all these changes.
I'm realizing now that I might be wrong about Vitality, because the way that the LEC system works is they're going to have this playoffs and they're going to have a winner of the split, and then they're going to move into I don't remember exactly what they're called, but they have another set of competition after this playoffs.
Oh, okay.
And that is seeded based off how teams have done throughout the whole year.
Those the champion points and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know that Rogue is out because they've done badly enough in all 3 splits that they're out. But I don't know about Vitality because they didn't have any really deep runs, but they made it to playoffs the last 2 splits, and they did decently at least.
Yeah.
So they might make it to
the final champion play-in.
I should really know what it's called, but
tournament,
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. They might be out already.
Okay.
But they might make it. I'll have to double check on that. I can double check before next week. But
okay.
But yeah, Rogue is done,
Yeah, that feels bad. I mean, Worlds ends at the start of November, and we just started July.
Yeah.
So that's what, 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 months.
That's kind of crazy.
Kind of cringe.
Yeah, that is kind of cringe. Tell me about the LCS. What did we? I feel like NRG is doing pretty good in the LCS. Actually, I could be off on that. No,
not really. Yeah. Let me pull up the schedule from this last week. NRG are 1 and 2. So
but there's 4. I think there's 4 teams that are 1 and 2, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I know NRG 2-0'd IMT this weekend. So that was good. I was expecting it to be a 2-1. I was expecting that NRG was not going to do it, but they 2-0'd, which I think is really good for NRG because my faith in NRG was slipping heavily. This past week on Thursday and Friday, we had NRG 2-0'ing Immortals, and then Team Liquid 2-0'ing 100 Thieves, Cloud9 2-0'ing Shopify, and FlyQuest 2-0ing Dignitas.
Oh,
so,
lots of 2-0s.
Yeah, literally the least number of games possible. And fun fact about which day was it? I think I saw this after Thursday, that Thursday that only had 4 games where both series were 2-0s. That was the fastest day of LCS that had 4 games on it ever.
Wow.
So the 2-0s were so stompy that it was, out of all the days of LCS that have only had 4 games played on it, this was the fastest. And I think overall, in terms of like all LCS days, it was like 54th fastest or something. But some LCS days have been shorter based on, playoffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically this weekend was super stompy.
Okay.
Just a bunch of hard 2-0 stomps. So
tell me, who do you think? Obviously, C9 and TL are both 3-0, and you got FlyQuest at 2-1. Out of those 4 1 and 2 teams, who do you think is legit, and who do you think is probably going to be below 500 by the end of over the next few weeks, at least?
That's a great question. I think the most interesting series to me was the Dig versus Fly series, because coming up on that series, there was a ton of hype built up around it.
Yeah.
If people here haven't looked at any of the content around that series, definitely go check out the Dig hype video. It was sick.
Crazy
video. Yeah. It kind of baited everyone into thinking it was going to be a close series, and then it just wasn't at all. But I thought Dig was legit enough that they were going to have a close series with FlyQuest. I think I probably would still take, I don't think I predicted it last week. I should have, but I think I'd still, if I went back and did it, I would still give it to FlyQuest, but I'd give it like a 2-1. And this was like a 2-0 Giga Stomp.
Okay.
So definitely the top 3 teams, Cloud9, Team Liquid, FlyQuest, they're definitely legit. Out of the 1 and 2 teams, like you asked, I still think Dignitas and 100 Thieves have the highest chance of being also legit. I have the most faith in those 2 orgs that they'll come back over the rest of the split and actually do something.
Yeah.
I think Immortals and Shopify are bottom 2, and NRG, I still don't fully. NRG has 2-0'd Immortals, and Immortals has 2-0'd Shopify. And other than that, both of these teams have just been losing. So I don't know. I think Dignitas and 100 Thieves are better than NRG and Immortals, and that the bottom 3 will end up being NRG, Immortals, Shopify. But I don't know.
It's too early to predict, honestly. But like, it's kind of weird just seeing. Obviously, 100 Thieves were really solid last split, but I think you can credit some of that to the best of 1 format that the LCS had. I'm thinking that we're starting to see the benefits of the best of 3s, like with these 2-0s, right? Because at least it's solidifying that these teams should be winning the series. I don't have too much to say on LCS other than I feel like 100 Thieves aren't playing that well right now.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They've played the minimum number of games they could have, because they 2-0'd NRG to start, and then they've lost 0-2 to TL and Dig, I think. Yeah. To TL and Dig. So they've played 6 games. Yeah. That's the other thing, right? Like, 100 Thieves, their only win so far is over NRG, who I still don't have a lot of confidence in. So it's hard to tell with Dig and 100 Thieves, but it seems like they're below the top 3 teams, but above the ones beneath them. It's like a
weird weird medium spot that they're in. Yeah,
it's kind of like a 3-2-3 thing right now. It's like you have the top 3 Team Liquid, Cloud9, FlyQuest, and then you have 100 Thieves and Dig above them, and then NRG, IMT, and Shopify at the bottom. But who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
think it's definitely early to predict this. We do have like 3 weeks off in the LCS.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Yeah.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see, especially with patches coming up. Obviously, the LCS plays on the live patch, right?
Yep.
So we'll see if anything changes within the next 3 weeks. But I know like some teams have been pulling out like some pretty wild picks in the LCS. Like I know obviously Quid's Ezreal mid, stuff like that is I think he played a Kaisa mid game as well.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be it's really up in the air in the LCS, and that's the thing with LCS is all these games or all these matches hold so much more weight because of the best of one single or best of three single round robin format.
Yeah.
So like if I like my one question to you really quick is
sure.
Like how does the strength of schedule kind of play into it right now? Like are the standings that we're seeing right now, should we be taking them with a grain of salt? Should we be kind of like expecting that's how it's all going to play out?
I would say things are starting to shape up the way I would expect them to end, but still take the standings with a grain of salt. For example, C9 hasn't played TL or FlyQuest yet, so we don't know how that works out. We saw TL and FlyQuest play. We saw TL beat FlyQuest in a 2-1 at the start, but C9 hasn't played either of them yet. They've beat Shopify and Immortals. They still haven't played a lot of the middle of pack people yet either. The other team that they beat was Dignitas, obviously, in the C9 D9 fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, they only 2-1 Dig. So I think it's starting to shape up in a way that we can expect it to continue, but there's like a lot that hasn't settled yet.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
with a 3-week break,
yeah,
who knows what's going to happen when they come back? It's almost like another split, you know? That's such a long break.
Yeah. Plus, you got to assume, like with TL and FlyQuest, you know, having to fly out for that short tournament.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't know much about the Esports World Cup, but I'm pretty sure it's like a really short tournament, maybe like
I think so,
a week max. So like that plays a factor as well with jet lag, having to fly all the way to Saudi Arabia to go play maybe one match of League of Legends. Like that could take a toll on some of these teams as well. I'm not saying like once TL and FlyQuest come back they're gonna just shit the bed, but you know there's a lot of different things that go into it, especially with this Esports World Cup right in the middle of the split.
And maybe they'll get extra practice and they'll come back better, and maybe it'll be super harmful because they've spent a bunch of time going to this event and then coming back really quickly, and other teams will have time to practice. So super unclear what it's going to look like after this 3-week break, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I only asked about the strength of schedule thing because in the LCK, that's
talk to me.
Kind of like the strength of schedule has definitely been a factor in like why the standings look the way that they do. Okay. In some ways, I feel like it's going to be the same 6 teams as in spring, just like in a different order.
Nice.
Yeah. So obviously Gen.G at the top, and then right now it honestly looks like these next 5 teams are pretty evenly matched. So you got like T1, you got D+, you got Hanwha Life, Kwangdong Freaks, and KT. D+ looks really decent right now. They beat Kwangdong 2-1 to close out week 3. Pretty sure this was end of week 3.
I bet you hated that. I bet that was a huge bummer. I bet you cried. Sorry, continue.
It was brutal because Kwangdong took game 1 and then they got reverse swept, I guess technically. Yeah. D+ looks really solid. Kwangdong I think still looks really solid. They played D+ to a really close series. KT had a huge bounce back week. They
Yeah,
they had wins versus Bro, and then T1.
they
So
beat T1 at T1's home venue, right? They
yeah,
played
yeah,
away from the main stadium at the T1 stadium or something, and
yeah.
they beat them.
Yeah, they weren't at Lowell Park.
Yeah,
They're in a huge arena. I remember popping up on the stream, and I was like, "Yo, where are they right now?" They're like in some,
yeah.
some huge stadium playing.
I think what I heard is that that's T1's like home arena.
Oh,
I don't know if it's actually at the T1 office or anything, but that's like T1's home team advantage arena kind of thing.
uh huh.
I think LCK is starting to experiment with stuff like that, but regardless, there was a ton of T1 fans, and then Kwangdong 2-1 them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. KT 2 on
oh,
them.
KT,
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, KT had a huge bounce back week. They're sitting at the very bottom of the standings, and now they shot themselves back up to. They're in like 7th place right now. DRX is technically above them.
Okay.
But again, it goes back to that strength of schedule where DRX has only played the bottom teams so far, and so yeah, sure they can beat a FearX, they can beat a Bro, they can beat a Nongshim, but really the top half, like the top 6, is where it's really interesting because a lot of these teams have played against each other only, so it's going to be a really weird mix of these top 6 teams. I think Gen.G is like. I say top 6, but it's really Gen.G and then everybody else. So
Gen.G are different, man.
yeah, they are just different, dude.
They're just built different.
I don't think that they've dropped a single game all year.
Have they not?
Yeah,
Wait. All split?
yeah, oh yeah, I'll split.
Are they really 12-0 right now?
I think. Well,
Pause for checking.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. That would be actually insane if
let's
that's
fact
the case.
check that one. But I don't think. Like, I want to say that they've literally just 2-0'd every
They're
single series.
12-0.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Wait till they play Kwangdong, though.
Shut up. That's insane. They have the shortest average game time of any team too. So they're not just 12-0, they're stomping everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's really been close with Gen.G, and they've played against these top teams. It's not like they've only played the bottom tier teams. Like, they've played Life, they've played KT, they've played T1. It's crazy the type of run that Gen.G is on. Yeah.
This is actually historic levels of dominance. This is insane.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were 12-0. I was impressed that they were 6-0 in match score, but I didn't realize that they literally have not dropped a game since coming back from MSI.
Mm-hmm.
And the only series they've lost the entire year was that one series to KT.
Yep, just in the middle of the split randomly.
Yeah, they didn't lose a single series to anyone at MSI, and they went 15-1 or whatever or how does it work? How many?
I think they went
17-1.
17-1. Yeah.
And now they're 6-0 with a 12-0 game score.
Yeah, not bad.
Do they Golden Road? I'm gonna ask you right now. Is Gen.G doing it?
I mean, the odds say yes, right? Their play, like literally every single factor that you could use says that they're going to Golden Road, right? I mean, their type of dominance right now is even more than JDG last year.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, on paper, Gen.G's team is also just better than JDG last year.
Do you think so? Do you think that's the case?
I think so.
That's a tough one because I have to say JDG's dominance last year was pretty insane too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
actually
quite Gen.G's level probably, but it was. I mean, going into Worlds, they were heavy favorites to win the whole thing. You know?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. On paper, when you compare the rosters just side by side, That's tough. I feel like
It is tough.
like you got to take it year by year too. Like I think Kanavi was better than Canyon last year, right? But
Yeah.
Canyon on Gen.G is definitely better than Kanavi on JDG this year.
Okay. So we have last year's JDG was 369, Kanavi,
Knight,
Knight,
Ruler,
Ruler,
missing.
missing.
Yeah.
Right. And this year's Gen.G, Keen, Canyon, Chovy, Pays, Lehens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
tough. Like the only the only roles where there's a clear favorite or only role or probably
Are you thinking bot lane?
I'm thinking mid lane.
Oh, really?
I think Chovy's by far the best mid laner in the world right now. I think
Okay. If you compare this year Chovy to last year Knight,
yeah.
yeah.
And I
You
think
think Chovy is comparatively better this year than Knight was compared to the pool of players last year?
yeah,
Okay.
I think
I could
so.
see that.
Right. I feel like Ruler did a lot of the heavy lifting on that team last year. So like
Yeah.
could almost give the edge to Ruler over Pays, but like there's just I thought missing was really good last year as well. It's
Yeah.
kind of like some of their parts versus individual, just like gods. I don't know
Yeah.
if gods is the right word, but like just studs in their individual lanes versus like Gen.G, who's just like the sum of their parts is insane.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like on paper, JDG is the Giga super team and Gen.G is not the same kind of Giga super team. Because, like, think about, Pays, super new player,
Uh huh.
Lehens versus Missing. I think I'd give the edge to Missing in terms of like super stardom, probably.
Uh huh.
And then Keen versus 369. Keen has not been historically the same kind of consistent as 369. I think a lot of people have said for a long time that they think Keen is one of the best top laners in Korea and that he's just been jailed. But in terms of super team quality,
Uh huh.
I,
369 is like that name, you know?
yeah, I think Kanavi and Canyon are both superstar, super team players. I think
Mm-hmm.
Chovy and Knight are both in the same boat with
Yeah.
that. But I think I would give the edge to JDG on just name on
Name brand
paper.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's why this is blowing my mind with Gen.G too, because I would have to go back and look at how JDG did last year,
mm-hmm.
but my guess is Gen.G is outperforming last year's JDG, and JDG were super hyped the entire year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the other thing is, Gen.G hasn't dropped a single series to T1 this whole year.
Yeah.
T1, albeit it wasn't a Mickey Mouse Worlds final, but like it wasn't the world's final. Like the world's final, let's be honest, was the semifinal versus JDG.
Yeah.
But the fact that Gen.G is showing this level of dominance over T1, our previous world's winners, right, is kind of crazy in its own right.
Yeah.
Especially because T1 didn't change a single thing. That's such a tough comparison to make. But going back to your original question, I think it's hard not to say Gen.G would Golden Road.
Yeah.
Um, it really just depends on their form come Worlds. But I'm assuming that their form come Worlds is going to be pretty solid. So
I mean, they're 12-0 right now in the LCK. Like,
yeah,
yeah, they can have my bet. Yeah.
yeah. It's just the sum of their parts is just insane. Their macro
Yeah.
play is unreal. It's just like, what do you do against a team like that? That's how it feels when you watch. That's how it feels. That's how it's felt all year, basically. What are you
Yeah.
supposed to do?
I saw a video recently. I can't remember now who it was from. Maybe it was even like a post on Twitter. I really wish I could give credit, but I don't even remember where it was from. But they were saying it might have been I Will Dominate, honestly. But they were saying that the crazy thing about Gen.G is that they seem to have perfected the hardest style of league, like the most complex style of league that when played to perfection, is the best style.
Uh-huh.
That's what Gen.G is doing this year. Is they're perfecting or have perfected this most complex, hardest style of league that will be the best when it's perfected.
Yeah. I mean, they're a five-headed dragon the way that they play. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a slow burn to death almost every game. Either they're blowing you out of the water by minute 10,
Yeah.
or it's 25 minutes into the game and there's just nothing you can do because they have you on every single lane. Your jungle's completely warded. Like, there's nothing you can do. They take every objective. And then, one player will pop off and it can be literally anyone. And they also recreate the meta themselves. Like, it's kind of nutty how Canyon just comes in, plays AP jungler, plays Karthus, and now we see that in every region.
Their average game time is sub 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the LCK.
Yeah.
And they've played, like you said, T1, HLE, these other top teams, and it's sub 30 on average.
Yeah, it's nutty, the type of run that Gen.G is on right now.
Someone needs to check them PC.
Yeah.
This is not okay.
Yeah, these guys are scripting out here. But it's like, it's not even like their individual skill. It's really like how they play as a team is so on, like, it's so spot on that the individual players, when they play this team game, it's like death by a million arrows, like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm just checking right now where their average game time sits compared to the other major regions. They have the second fastest average game time in any of the major regions, second only to one team. What would you guess the only team in the major region that has the faster average game time right now?
I feel like it's an LPL team, and I feel like it's bottom tier LPL team. Oh wait, no, it might be Shopify.
Wow, you're on the money. It's Shopify.
Is it Shopify?
Crazy. Yeah. Shopify's average game time is 27:29.
Oh God.
Which means
those are all losses, dude.
Giga dunked just every game.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, it's not going to be a top team. I feel like it's going to be a team that's just getting blown out of the water every game.
Yeah, that's a good instinct. But that is crazy, though, right? That Gen.G has the second fastest average game time in the top regions, and it comes from purely wins.
Yeah.
Only wins.
Only wins. And then you have the other end of the spectrum with Shopify. That's crazy.
It's so funny because you see the top two, Shopify 0% win rate, 27-29, and then Gen.G 100% win rate, 29-22.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah. Generational crazy runs from both ends.
Generational gaming, some would say.
Yeah. That was kind of fun. Wait. I know I have like some game type stuff for you.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Yeah, I'm down to run that up really quick because I did prepare something out. I don't know, you did as well.
Yeah,
we did mention that we were going to do it last week. So what I got for you? Yeah,
do you want to hit me with like one, and I'll give you one, and then we can say if you have any others, we can save them for next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Well, okay, I actually have two, and I think we can run through them pretty quick.
Okay, bet.
So
and I just completely stole your thunder, so hit me.
All right. So we got the 15 words or less challenge. All right. I got 8 names here for you. I'll put them up wherever on the stream, but 15 words or less. I'm going to give you a 1 or 2 word hint, and you got to get through all 8 words. They're all League of Legends related.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hit me.
So, word number 1, here's your hint. Goat.
Faker.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
That's just one word, all right?
Good start.
Okay. Here's your second hint for first hint for word number 2. Season.
Dignitas?
Yep.
Let's go. Dig season, baby.
Dig season, baby. Dig season.
It's
All
dig
right.
season.
Okay. Wait, that's pretty good.
All
Okay, since we have some words to spare here, I'm gonna go ADC.
Ruler. Not ruler. Oh, no.
Okay. So we're at 4 words. I'm gonna give you a 5th right now. LEC.
Goat ADC Wait, Goat ADC LEC. Goat ADC. Oh no. There's so many. Like greatest of all time in the LEC. Reckless?
It's not it.
I feel like I'm throwing.
I'll give you your 6th word right now.
Okay.
Twitter.
Oh God. Twitter? You're not making this easier on me, man. Carsey?
No. Okay.
God.
Seventh word. Oh gosh. Mad.
Oh, Supa?
Yeah.
That's my bad. Oh God.
All right. So
Okay.
we're
right.
on 7 words.
All right.
I think.
should have seen that coming.
Yeah. 7
We can
words.
still do it.
We got 8 words to spare with 5 words left. All right.
Okay, we can make it. We can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Here's word 8 for you. Candy.
Candy. My brain immediately went crush, but it's not right. Candy? Oh God.
Is that was Crush your guess or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't know a player named Crush, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure there is somewhere. Candy. And this can be any region? Am I allowed to ask that?
Yeah, any region.
Okay. Licorice?
No.
Oh God.
FPX.
Milky Way. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
God.
We're at. I'm gonna give you your 10th word, and we got 4 more names, so we got to go.
We got to get them in
one
one
for one. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you get this. Lil.
What? Lil. I mean, my brain goes Lil Nas X because he played the
Okay,
song.
but you're going down the right path. You're going down the right path. That's
Lil Nas X. He played the world song when.
Oh, okay. No. You're not going the right path.
My like Cassante skin. Is that what I should be thinking? No. Oh God. What was the right path? Oh God. Lil. Dude, I don't know. Oh no. I can't get it unless I get it in one, can I?
You can, because we'll still have 3 more words with 3.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me another hint on this one.
Okay. RNG.
Do I know any players on RNG? Oh God. Lil RNG. What?
I'll give you another hint, and I won't count it towards the words. But he's not
I'm joking.
He's not a current player.
So, Xiaohu?
No.
No?
No.
Oh God.
ADC.
Uzi? Where's the Lil come from? Oh, Lil Uzi. Oh my God. Maybe you're throwing.
Am I throwing? I don't know. I feel like Lil,
okay.
Like, when I think of Lil, like, I can't think of much else. But
I see where you're going with the Lil Nas X thing now.
Yeah. I was thinking like, yeah.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna make 15 words because we're on 14.
God.
But we can play it out here.
Yeah. Play it out.
New jeans.
Okay. That immediately makes me think like Carria or Carria?
No.
No.
Adam.
New jeans Adam?
Find the connection.
That's the answer?
Find the connection
between New Jeans and Adam?
Yeah.
And this is a player.
No, it's like it's
Oh,
not a player.
have all the other ones been players?
There's Dignitas.
Oh, right. Okay, it doesn't
Yeah,
have to be a player.
yeah.
New Jeans Gods?
Gods, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot I got on the player track. Okay. All
And
right.
then TL. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
That gives me 5 players to choose from. Or TL. Team Liquid as the org? And this could be anything league related. You're inting me for sure. For sure you're inting me.
I don't know. I feel like
There's no
you
way.
inted it on Supa, dude.
Yeah. I should have gone for the meme answer. I didn't even think. You had me with the faker being the GOAT. I was thinking too literal. TL.
Just throw it out there.
Core JJ.
Bro.
This is the second hint?
Mm-hmm.
Umpty.
Yeah.
How are you going to give me TL as the hint for Umpty, bro? It's a 20% chance.
All right, but like, what other hint am I supposed to give you for
You're
that?
actually cooked.
What other one word hint
general
am I going to give
or
you?
something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I duffed that one. All right.
Yeah,
All right, okay. I mean,
sprinting it.
yeah. we could do this
Okay.
final word. Hopefully you get it.
Is there still one more? Oh,
There is one more. Yeah, you made it through 7 in like 18 words.
Jesus Christ!
So we might have to up the word count if we do this again. Just for all intents and purposes, this is going to be one word. Zach Top.
Zach Top. I feel like there's a lot of players who play Zach Top. Okay, gut instinct is BB. I'm gonna go BB.
Spot on. Right on the money.
Let's go. Okay.
There you go,
a little bit
baby.
of redemption.
Yeah.
A little bit of redemption.
So 8 words in 19. You got it in 19 words. That's not bad.
Worse.
Could be worse.
I did run it down a little bit on a couple of those.
I think I read it down a bit too.
Yeah.
So no
that
worries.
Might have been a bit of int on both sides.
Yeah.
That was fun though. We should do that again.
Oh yeah. I like that 15 words or less. I guess maybe next time we'll do 20 words or less. Because with the team names and everything, it's hard. Like Zach Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give me your other one.
All right.
What do we got?
So I sent you that little graphic. I got 6 players here.
Yep.
All right. And I'm going to need you to rank these 6 players in order from most to least amount of pentakills.
Oh, so you know how many they have, and I have to rank it.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
The 6 players are Reckless, Meech, Gala, Sven, Ruler, and Elk.
Oh man. See, okay. Here's where I go immediately. Meech, I think, is going to be at the bottom because he's only played for a couple of splits now. I'm pretty sure he's had at least 1 pentakill, but I'm pretty sure it's like not a lot. So my gut is Meech is at the bottom. I'm not locking that in yet, but my gut is that Meech is at the bottom.
Before you keep going, I'm pretty sure this is like all-time pro numbers as well. So Challengers League, stuff like that as well.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That makes it tough for Meech. I still kind of want to put him at or near the bottom. I want to say that Ruler has to be near the top. I know Sven had, like, in the LCS, he's had, like, one of the most, some of the most pentakills out of any player. This is so hard because I expect Reckless, Gala, Sven, Ruler, and Elk to all have a lot. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to put Meech at the bottom.
Okay.
Because he's so young. Maybe he was smurfing it in like NACL and I don't realize it. Maybe he has a million. I'm guessing he's the red herring and he's going to have more than I thought, but I'm still going to put him at the bottom.
Okay. So Meech
Am I going to tell you the list and then you're going to tell me what I got right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll put Meech at the bottom. See, Gala is like when Kaisa was OP, I feel like he was just stunting on people all the time. But since then, has he gotten a lot? I feel like he's gotten like Xayah pentakills and stuff too. They're all ADCs, so it's like how much Smolder and how much Zeri have they played too?
Yeah.
That's part of what makes me want to rank Sven lower, is that he was playing support a lot when Zeri. I think when Zeri became OP and Smolder as well. Which makes me want to put him lower, but I know that before that he had several. I'm gonna put. I don't know anything about Elk. I know he's OP. I know Elk is the GOAT, but I don't know about his pentakills. I feel like it's maybe less than some of these other players. My gut instinct is I want to put like Ruler and Reckless at the top, and then like Gala, Sven, and Elk somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna put Ruler. Do I want to put Ruler 1? I'm gonna put Ruler 1. I just feel like he has a lot of pentas. I'm gonna put Ruler 1. It's probably less than I think it is, but I'm gonna put Ruler 1. I'm gonna put Reckless underneath Ruler at 2 because he's just been playing for so long. And was the GOAT. He was the OG GOAT LEC ADC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh, this might be inting it. I'm gonna go Gala 3, Sven 4, Elk 5, Meech 6.
Final.
Did I get any of those right?
You got.
That's my final.
You got 2 out of the 6 correct.
Oh God. Was
I
like Giga off? Just tell me.
You actually weren't Giga off. So
okay.
In order, it's Reckless with 10.
Oh, Reckless is first with 10.
Ruler with 9.
Close. Okay,
Yeah.
that was close.
Yeah.
My instinct to put them top 2 was right. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take
and then
that.
Gala and Sven, you got right. So Gala has 8. Sven has 9 or 7.
No shot. Okay.
Meech has 6, and Elk has 5 pentakills. So
okay.
Yeah.
So I was actually pretty close.
Yeah, you were pretty close.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. At least
just
it wasn't like
flip flops.
Yeah, completely switched. It was just 1 and 2 switched and 5 and 6 switched, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would have been thrown off. I would have put Sven a lot lower for sure. I would have probably had Elk higher.
Yeah.
Meech
I just remember
definitely lower.
when C9 was like giga stomping everyone for a while and Sven was the ADC, he had like multiple pentakills in like one season. I remember like there was a time when MF was pretty strong and he had like I think multiple MF pentakills in a season or something. So I just remember that he was the sleeper OP pentakill guy for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
And then I kind of just guessed the rest based on like longevity more or less.
Yeah.
But
no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Damn. I like that. That was fun too.
I have a third one, but I think I'm gonna save it for next week because this one's gonna take a little longer for sure.
Okay.
But you're gonna like this one as well.
Awesome. I'll hit you with these games in the future as well because I can think of some that I can do for this as well.
Bet.
Now I'm excited. Now I want to make them.
I know.
Do them like right away.
No, when I was putting it together, I was like, wait, that guy's there? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like
that's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I hit you with mine?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. This is a blind ranking. So I got 5 teams that I need you to rank, and you have to rank them without knowing what team is coming next.
Okay. So one. Okay. I like this.
1 through 5. Yeah,
I've seen this done before.
Yeah. And this is based on current strength. Okay.
Got it.
Current strength of the team. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna hit you. First team, LNG.
LNG?
LNG.
I already know what you're doing, bro.
You know where this is going.
I know where this is going, bro. Oh, man. LNG.
I will tell you, I'm only giving you LCK and LPL teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're definitely setting this up so that Gen.G is gonna like be in there somewhere, but Kwandong's also gonna be. Yeah. All right, LNG. We'll put them at 2. We'll put them at 2 for right now. Yeah.
I feel like that's bold, but that's okay. That's all right. So next, second team, KDF.
We'll put them at 3.
3. Okay, you think LNG is better than KDF right now?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I think if they went up head to head, yeah, I think LNG probably takes it. I feel
Okay.
like their pride wouldn't let them lose to Kwangdong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. The third team the third team I have for you, anyone's legend.
Anyone's legend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have duffed. Actually, oh, do I put them 4 or 5? Because I can't put them in the one spot. Oh, 4 or 5. Is he gonna give me someone bad for? We'll put AL at 4. I don't think that they're. I think I have to put them at 4.
How are you feeling about your list so far?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd rearrange it at all at this point.
Really?
I think Kwangdong is probably better than AL.
You think LNG is better than Kwangdong is better than AL, the 7-1 team?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
on paper maybe. Or
dude,
like,
if you're right about this, like come the end of the split, just in terms of like playoff rankings and stuff, I'll be gassed. But we take those.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The next team I have for you, HLE.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no, this isn't good. Someone sick is going to be in the 5th spot because I think I have to put HLE in the 1 spot right now because there's no way that they're worse than AL. All right, HLE 1.
Okay. That was the right move, I think, because your last team is LGD.
LGD, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, perfect. 5.
So that's not bad. I almost switched it on you there and gave you like Gen.G or something, but I didn't want to change it from what I had. So
okay, I think I'm happy with that ranking. I think HLE is definitely the best out of those 5.
I think so,
and I think LGD is probably the worst out of those 5. Those middle 3 though is definitely where it's like up in the air.
That's the tough one.
Yeah. LNG is kind of like the KT of LPL, just like the most inconsistent team right now, or maybe not the KT, but like D+ last split, just kind of underperforming.
Yeah.
And then Kwangdong is just looking super hot to start this year. But then AL has been hot this whole split.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm happy with those rankings.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I tried to give you some, not the best team in each league, but like, just underneath, kind of just like teams, LNG is like 3-3, LGD is 4-2, I think. And then like HLE, KDF, they're kind of at the top, but not quite the top.
Yeah.
And then AL is like, they're at the top, but who knows if that's right. So
yeah.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. I'm pretty happy with those rankings, honestly.
Yeah. As long as LNG and KDF just bust her out, I'll be happy.
Man,
you gotta stay consistent.
D1 hater over here, bro. D1, bro. Full
I'm
ride.
elite at hating, bro. I'm the best at hating. I'm so good at hating.
Yeah, well, just wait till C9 gets smoked by TL and 100 Thieves.
Bro,
so
nothing that you can say about C9 will hurt me more than C9 themselves. Okay? Nothing that you can say will make me feel worse than them not making finals last split and not going to MSI. So
you mean getting swept in the semifinals?
Yes, I do.
En
I
route
mean that.
to not making.
Yes, I mean exactly that. Yes. Yes. I mean them having what was supposed to be like a super team and getting swept in semis. Yes, I mean that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean.
I won't rub salt in the wound then.
Too late. So it's okay.
Well, I love these games. Honestly, I'm gonna cook something up for you for next week.
All I want to do now is just go and make a bunch more.
I know. Well,
it's so fun
with the Esports World Cup. We're not gonna be covering that at all.
Right.
So. Yep. I mean, we're gonna have a few weeks here where we can just run up the games. I guess LPL will be running, so we'll get to keep tabs on that. But I think games in LPL is kind of what it's gonna. Well, all chat's gonna be looking like the next few weeks.
Other than LPL, we're just TikTok engagement view farming. Starting the new meta of bringing sports content to esports.
Oh
See how that goes.
bringing the League of Legends content to the TikTok podcast sports scene.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful for sure.
Don't say we're not trendsetters, baby.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all I got.
That's all I got too. I think we're ready to wrap things up here.
You want to hit me with a quick jersey check before we end?
I got the BLG / Top Esports. They had the same exact design, but MSI jersey, aka
just call him BL Jesus.
BL Jesus.
Who? What player you got?
I don't got a player.
Nothing.
No player on the back, unfortunately.
Just the LPL jersey.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I do have a June BLG jersey though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it the blue one?
It's a white one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're white with the pink and blue is so nice.
Yeah. It's a good look.
Yeah.
I need to get more jerseys, but I got the this is a shirt that I thrifted somewhat recently, past couple months. I've worn it in one other podcast, but it's the Egyptian all over print shirt.
Oh,
pretty sick. Got the
damn.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's got the I don't even
name check.
Yeah.
Oh,
the scarab and the pyramid and the. Hold on, let me get you from the other side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I made a fool of myself there. But,
is that like a space view of the pyramids or what? It's got a little glow on the back there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just dude on his camel riding up to the pyramid, got the scarab across the top.
Oh yeah, fire.
Yeah, overpaid for a vintage T-shirt, but we love Egypt out here, so we take those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it though. I need to get me some dig merch because I'm on this hashtag dig season hype train, bro.
You got to get that licorice jersey for sure, especially as a top laner.
Actually,
right?
Yeah. That would actually be sick. Maybe I'll have to do that. If maybe if they make it to Worlds or something, I'll cop.
Yeah.
I want them to contend, bro.
I think they got a chance. I think they do have a chance. They look solid.
It's a tough top 3 to beat. We don't have to go down this path, but C9 TL FlyQuest that's a tough line to cross right now. I think, but we'll see.
They got the players to do it, so
I think so. Yeah. They got time. They got a 3-week break.
Yeah.
Give me some dig season. Inject it straight into my veins. Bro.
Yes, sir. Dig season, baby.
All right. Sound us out.
Oh yeah. Thanks for listening to All Chat episode 22. Wow, we were just flying through these. As always, you can find us on all of our social medias at allchatlol, except for Twitter at allchat_lol.
Yep.
We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you want to listen to the podcast. Come watch us on YouTube. We'll have graphics and some gameplay to go along with the pod.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, come check us out on all of our socials. Follow us. And as always, All Chat's by the fans for the fans. And we'll see you guys next week with some more games and some LPL updates.
Peace.